Hey Broadway World, it's me, Katie Lynch, and the 90s are back. And we are here at the opening night of the new group's production of Clueless the Musical starring Dove Cameron. And I got to chat with her and the cast here at their opening night party.
Yeah, all right. It's a beautiful life. Yeah, all right. It's a beautiful life. It's a beautiful life. It's a beautiful.
Hey, Cher.
Ugh, as if.
Congratulations, this is your New York theater debut. How are you feeling?
Oh my God, I mean, it's beautiful, it's magical. My whole family's here. My grandparents are here. It's their first time in New York in 30 years. So yeah, I know, and it just happened to coincide with this. So it's so magical. I mean, I love Amy Heckerling more than my whole life. And I love Kristin Hanggi and Kelly Devine and Ethan Pop. Like everybody in this whole production has become like family to me. So it's just been so special because it's been the most like love-filled first experience in New York. It's a story about a girl who's very pure of heart and who maybe from the outside seems like she could easily skew towards superficial or unintelligent, but whose real like persistence of the belief in the goodness of people and in the world around her really makes her incredibly likable. And it's Amy's sort of like unique view of the world. I said to Amy earlier, I was like, it's like you have a whole universe in your mind, but it's like the universe in the way that we all wish it was. And like Clueless is kind of a way for the people in the cast and for the audience to kind of spend some time in that idyllic world of 1990s Beverly Hills.
How familiar were you with the movie before you got cast in the show?
Ridiculously familiar. And I've loved Clueless since I was tiny. It's one of those things, you know, you don't even remember the first time you saw it because it's just been so fully like integral for when you were growing up. I mean, I was born in, it's like embarrassing to say how young I am because everybody in the show's like, you don't know what is, but I was born in '96. So, you know, this is very much part of like what made me who I am.
You are.
Dion is Naomi Campbell mixed with like Gayle King and a little bit of a splash of Debbie Allen. Like she's eccentric, she takes risks, she's a mother, she's awesome. She's absolutely awesome. I'm in love with her, actually.
And so you have a little experience with this whole iconic movie musicals. Movies being turned into musicals, coming from Mean Girls now to Clueless. Can you talk to me a little bit about that?
Well, it's amazing how kind of similar the journey was, and seeing people like trying to figure out, okay, what new things are we going to do? What are we going to keep? And that's what I really saw during Mean Girls, and it was really amazing to see that happen again from a different perspective, and it's just really fun how similar and then different it is, but the principles are the same. Like, you know, our queen bee is nice in this one, which is fun. Gotta love that. But you know, you have the new girl at school and she gets made over, like that's in it. Like it's amazing how the things parallel. It's just a whole lot of love and a whole lot of women. A whole lot of love in women, and I love it.
Clueless has become a period piece in the same way that like Downton Abbey is a period piece because things are so removed. I mean, part of the beginning of the show is like, remember the 90s when everyone was great and the president played the saxophone and things were like kind of like decent, bad, but like tolerable.
Yeah.
And so like now it's sort of like a period piece of like, it's not just nostalgia like, oh, we have slap braces, but nostalgia like,
wow,
oh
I wish
yeah.
I lived in the 90s
yeah,
again.
I mean,
like,
we definitely had wars,
yeah.
but like
Yeah.
maybe we were like a little less
We knew nothing about
aware
them.
of.
Like we knew nothing about it. It was so great. Like I'm having a good time just because I really remember all these things.
Yeah.
Like I get to like really just like live. Oh, when I was 10, like I wanted to be Murray. I wanted to be a guy like Murray.
Yeah.
And so it's like cool to like look up and be like, oh, I get to like, what did I think that guy did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I liked about him.
Yeah.
Like that's so cool.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they were style icons. They were. This was a linguistic icons.
Yeah.
You know, like all
Like
these
whack.
phrases. All these phrases came out in
Whack.
the 90s.
When was the last time you said whack?
Yeah.
1995.
Just right this second. You just said it.
Well, Ethan Pop is our arranger, supervisor extraordinaire, and he has like a very clear ear and like vision for how these songs sounded on the original, and he's very good at shepherding us and like helping us understand like how to make them sound like the original, but then, you know, infused with the humor and the storytelling of the show.
Yeah. And yeah, Amy also is a terrific lyricist too, so it's fun. It's really interesting to explore something that is familiar melodically, but then impose a new sense of comedy on top of it. Yeah, it's really cool.
And speaking of Amy, what about the fact that you're working with the writer of Clueless, a woman who introduced so much of pop culture to what it is today from the 90s?
And director. She directed it too. And I mean, she's a hero of mine. I've been obsessed with her since I was a little kid. I think she's the coolest. And yeah, working with her, I have to pinch myself every day. I think it's just amazing that we get to like call her a friend now. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts.
Amy said that when she was shooting Clueless, the movie, it felt like a musical. Like there was something about the tone of it that it felt like at any moment people should start bursting into song.
To me, I mean, the DNA hopefully is like from Bye Bye Birdie kind of things, and you just see all these happy, pretty, colorful teenagers, and it feels like they should burst out into song at any moment.
And now that dream is being realized on stage. What's it like to see that dream happening?
It's a joy. It's just, I mean, you know, the way that it's been staged by Kristin is just like brilliant. It's all exactly what it should be. You know, it's like what it meant to be.